Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media users found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. So obviously terrible things happening in the news at the moment, and I don't want anyone to think that I am being insensitive by continuing to do these videos. I have spent a lot of the time over the weekend, like many people all around the world have, just absolutely open-mouthed crying at, of what is truly happening with Ukraine and obviously the war. And I'm so sorry for anyone that is being affected by it. I mean, I think emotionally a lot of people all around the world are, but I know some of you have friends and you have families in the two countries. Let's be honest, not everyone wants this war. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm being insensitive by doing this, but we all need a little bit of escapism. The way that I'm viewing it at the moment is I enjoy doing these videos. It gives me something out of my life that is, it's fun to do. And I know a lot of you have written to me before and you've said that you've got stuff going on, and it just gives you a chance, for 10, 15, 20 minutes for a little bit of escapism. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm being insensitive. My heart genuinely is going out to basically anyone that is being affected by this war. It is truly, it's one of the most devastating things that I've ever seen. So let's just get on with a little bit of fun, a few laughs. Also, while I'm trying to cheer everyone up, a big shout out to Australia again. I've got friends and family out there. The flooding, Australia just can't catch a break at the moment either, with all of the terrible weather storms that have hit them. It is just absolutely crazy what's happening all around the world. But as I said, we're here like we are for a junk magazine that we see in the special aisle in the supermarket. You're not here for world news. You're not here for boring stuff. You're here to find out what the royal family have been up to and what a few of the ex-royals have been up to as well. And as always, I've got lots of stuff for you. Now, this one is going to be mainly concentrated about the Montecito duo, just because it was award ceremony time. So lots of you are aware of everything that's been happening with Harry and Meghan. They're definitely being more seen as Omid Scobie promised this year. So a quick squeeze in of some good news, followed by some very, very bad news. Quick news is the Queen is doing absolutely fantastic now. She has recovered from COVID. She has been spending time at the weekend with Catherine, William, the Cambridge children, and also Princess Beatrice, her husband Edo, and baby Sienna. So that's going to be lovely for the Queen to be spending time with her grandchildren. Right, flip to bad news. Meghan and Harry's fan base. Seriously, these people need to give their head a wobble. I am absolutely disgusted. Now, this isn't their entire fan base. You can't put them all in the same basket. But these particular people are basket cases. Obviously, the president of Ukraine has big things to deal with at the moment, but he has spent the time to thank people that have said that they stand with Ukraine. Okay, they stand with Ukraine, as many people all around the world do. Catherine and William, who have actually hosted President Zelensky and his wife Elena, and actually are on friendly terms with them, they obviously did a post and they said that, that they're standing with them, they support them. President Zelensky, despite in the middle of a war of his country, took the time to say thank you very much. He's obviously met the couple, so it's on a personal level. Do you know what the Sussex Squad are doing? They are attacking President Zelensky because he didn't thank Harry and Meghan. You cannot make this level of crazy up. It's absolutely disgusting. As I said, give their head a wobble. It's shit for brains. I'm sorry for swearing, but absolutely, what is wrong with these people that they think now is the time to have a go because he didn't thank Harry and Meghan? They are constitutionally irrelevant. They are not politicians. They are not world leaders. They are just, despite the royal titles, which they're hanging on to tooth and nail, they are Mr. and Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor. They've demoted themselves to desperate, fame-seeking, everyday celebrities. President Zelensky and his wife have spent time with Catherine and William, and they're the future King and Queen of England. It's just a no-brainer. But I am truly appalled at the behaviour of some of the Sussex Squad. They are famously one of the most, if not the most disgusting fan base to exist for any other celebrity in the entire world. So that's my little rant over with. So let's get on to the awards, okay? And some of you are going to disagree with the following statements from me, but I thought Meghan, initially when I saw her, well, no, not initially, I thought she looked beautiful. I thought it's the best she's looked in years. The spray tan possibly wasn't the best move. She looks like she's dipped into Donald Trump's spray tan. It was a bit orange. She's made a faux pas that many of us have been guilty of. Now, you can get all different sorts of spray tans and self tans. If you don't pick the right one that suits your skin tone, you can look like that. And the same thing happened when she had an even darker spray tan done when she went to the US. I think it's like the military. It wasn't the military awards. I can't remember the name of it now. You know, with the bad red dress. So Meghan has gone for a real statement dress and it's beautiful. But again, she has matched herself to the background. She did the same with the red dress, the red shoes, the red poppy, and the red carpet. And here she's done it with the background. I think it was done on purpose, but it's a little bit narcissistic, shall we say, to literally make yourself dress the same colours as the actual awards layout that you're actually there joining up with. It was a bit... Now, obviously, lots of people have found dress comparisons with Diana, and they have also pulled out about the fact that Meghan's hair looked gorgeous. It did, very shiny. It looked one of the best styles that I've seen on her. But people have compared it, obviously, to who recently had two iconic, beautiful moments with her hair sideswept. That's not to say, though, and I will defend her here, she has worn her hair like that in the past. It's not something that Catherine just invented herself. I've worn my hair like it. But it is funny how she's been completely trashed for her public appearances for the outfits that she's worn. Catherine's absolutely been elevated, and then she's gone for the same hairstyle that Catherine absolutely nailed it in. Well, I guess at least she didn't come out wearing a gold sparkly dress. So overall, aside from obviously, you know, the quite prominent tan, and again, some of that could be due to lighting, although Harry's beginning to look like Casper the Ghost in the background, it was, you know, she looked lovely. So let's just briefly discuss the NAACP. It stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People, and it was actually created in 1909. So some people have got confused and they think that Harry and Meghan created an award that they were there to collect. No, they were there to collect the President's Award. The President Award for the NAACP has actually been handed out for a number of decades. But they were there, however, having recently partnered Archwell with the NAACP to give out their own award going forward. I do find it a little bit of a coincidence, don't you, that both organisations share Sunshine Sacks. Yeah, I knew I slurred then. Right, but they both share Sunshine Sacks. And it's the same promotion. It's like anyone that you ever see them linked to do with the Starbucks, to do with Meghan speaking and thing, it's all linked through Sunshine Sacks. So lots of people are saying that they have technically bought this award. They have teamed up with them, partnered with them, and then been awarded the President's Award. When you look at previous winners and what their achievements were in life, I'm just going to go back just for a few years and tell me what you think here. First up, you have got Danny Glover, the famous actor from Lethal Weapon, who was that close to getting his retirement. He was also a cab driver, and due to using his platform, the fact that he's a huge civil rights activist, he actually helped push through Operation Refusal. This is still very active now, and what this means is if a taxi driver turns down a passenger due to race, due to disability, then they can have their licenses revoked, and rightly so. JayZ and his mum Gloria, they're another winner in recent years. They created the Sean Carter Foundation, which helps individuals from socio-economic hardships further their education. The foundation offers scholarships, college prep, professional development support, community and goodwill programs. So that's another big winner in recent years. Rihanna, she created the Believe Foundation to help terminally ill children. She's arranged a number of free concerts that have involved lots of other superstars, and all of the money that's raised, all of the advertisements, all of the people that invest in it, all of that goes towards medical and school supplies. She also created the Clara Lionel Foundation, named after her grandparents. This specialises in education programs in Malawi, Barbados and Senegal, emergency response programs in the Caribbean and across the globe, and also scholarship programs. So then you've got Harry and Meghan. Forgive me here, but what have they actually achieved? Look at the previous winners. Look at the things that they have done. Ask yourself the question, what have Harry and Meghan done? anything that they have spoken about, like world kitchens and things like that, they've put their name to it. They donated nappies. Procter & Gamble have been doing that. Everything they've put their voice to, they're literally signing their names underneath, like Meghan did with that cookbook. They're not actually doing something, but if anyone criticises them due to, the way that they've treated people in the past, the way that they've publicly trashed their family, it all comes down to Meghan going, it's because I'm biracial. And it's really, really sad. And this is where I think Harry and Meghan are actually very damaging to helping racial equality actually getting better, because people like the Sussex Squad, their fan base, they terrorise us. They terrorise people, and not just them, but this happens, like I said, with Zuma. I got attacked by loads of people, but it was to do with him kicking a cat. You're seeing it across all sorts of things at the moment, all different gender issues. There's literally people that will attack you, and what they do is they accuse you of being something. You're accused of being racist, sexist, bigoted. They do it to shut you down, when I don't think that they've actually got a decent argument. And this is where Harry and Meghan, they have blamed everything that they have done on racism, and half of it, when you think about Oprah, turned out to be bullshit. Let's be honest, Archie wasn't even a twinkle in Harry's eyes when the conversation actually happened to do with how dark their children would be. And then obviously Archie was implied that he wasn't made a prince. Turned out that was complete lies. Harry knew it was lies, but he let his wife peddle that. Again, stirring up racial tensions. This is not a couple that should be getting an award for helping the black community, when I think in some cases the couple are pushing people backwards. And more importantly, I can't imagine what it must be like for a member of the black community that has spent their entire life working really, really hard with charities, dedicating their life to make areas so much safer and better, for children growing up, to see Harry and Meghan that literally have done sweet FA. But now that she's found a certain demographic in America, this is the audience that she's going to try and go for. So this is where it makes it absolutely ridiculous that she is up there on stage and accepting an award when she has caused racial division. And let's be honest, Harry is a couple of years younger than me, right? He's of my generation. He was not born in the 1960s. Harry, we have had multiple stories of Harry being ignorant and racist. And do you know what happened to those stories? They have been, perfect expression, whitewashed. They have been whitewashed over. So you have got a guy that has been done for racism multiple times, stood on stage accepting an award. I'm sorry, you can understand why people are like, what the hell? Now, this is where it gets really funny, right? They're up there accepting this award, right? They're up there like it's the Oscars. Look at Meghan, Harry pushing her forward, or Meghan just going forward. Look at us, aren't we fabulous? Photographs of them when they were members of the royal family, plastered everywhere. She's up on stage, she gives her speech. Harry, her little parrot on her shoulder, literally blending into the background like Casper the Ghost, looks uncomfortable. Everyone said that he looks uncomfortable. And it's been revealed since that someone that actually worked on the show being filmed might have given away the fact that Harry and Meghan were actually stood in front of no audience. Yeah, check out the picture. So this was basically a virtual event. Imagine all of that effort, all of that money, the dress, the jewels, the hair and everything, to stand on stage and give a speech, and there was no one actually there to watch it. It's comical. But let's talk about their award. Let's get into having a laugh here now that I'm over my rant. Their award that they've now partnered up with is going to be the Archwell Digital Civil Rights Award. Yeah. No, wait, hear me out. Each year, a lucky person will be recognised for their work in helping to tackle discrimination, misinformation, privacy, profiling, surveillance in the tech sector. First of all, when Prince William announced his Earthshot Prize, do you remember Harry coming out with his cutting comment about how just handing out awards doesn't mean anything? Here's Harry holding an award. These things come back to bite you in the butt. But more importantly, misinformation, privacy. Now this is Harry and Meghan, the same Harry and Meghan, who lied on Oprah, lied about finding freedom. They lied to the courts. Sorry, they forgot that they lied to the courts. Harry, mere days ago, we found out that he lied to the public through his staff about wanting to actually pay for his security. He was in fact demanding taxpayers cover his security. UK taxpayers, the country that he's trashed and he's left, that he doesn't live in, he wants that money to come out of our pockets. Absolutely outstanding. The Duke and Duchess of misinformation, and they're going to be handing out an award. Which guarantees Meghan an awards show to go to every year with a new dress where she can go on stage and go, da-da, look at me, aren't I fabulous, here's your award. Thank you, aren't I fabulous, I know, mwah, mwah. Their fan base can talk about all the wonderful things that they've done for the community. So they went to Harlem wearing hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of clothes, right? I'm not saying that she should have turned up in a bin bag, but come on, have a little bit of an idea of your surroundings. She sat with kids that in a Harlem school. They did go to a poor area. They did pose with children, hugging them. And Meghan did read her very own book, which she used as a PR promotional trail for her book, The Bench, to these kids who, let's be honest, look a little bit bored. They also went round for Netflix, I'd like to point out, and filmed themselves doing head, shoulders, knees and toes with refugee children. And again, oh yeah, doing wonderful things for the community. It was filmed for Netflix, which they're being paid millions of pounds to do. Do they mean that Harry and Meghan have done so much for the communities because they've basically posted pointless platitudes? Real philanthropists do it. They just do it. We find out years later, Keanu Reeves, do you know, he donated pretty much, I think it was like 70% of his latest Matrix film to go to causes to do with leukemia because his sister fought it. He has given away millions of years. George Michael, we only found out the wonderful things that he did after his death. People that want to give to charities and communities just do it. They don't go, oh, we gave $25 of a Starbucks, awards card or whatever it was. And it turns out Meghan was linked up with the woman that ran Starbucks to do with Sunshine Sacks. Everything is just done for show, and it makes it look less philanthropic and more of a PR stunt. And again, it's got nothing to do with the fact that Meghan is biracial. So no matter what is going on, they jump on the subject. As I said, they put their names to stuff, but these things have already existed. World Central Kitchen, doing amazing stuff, actually. They've gone out to the Ukraine. Meghan and Harry would literally be like, oh yes, we helped form this. No, you didn't. The chef did years ago. But Harry and Meghan, yes, exposure is good. Exposure by talking about these things. But I think sometimes it backfires on the charities that work with them because people just find Harry and Meghan disingenuous and they think everything's done for a paycheck and promotion. Harry and Meghan, just everything that they do is fake. It's just another excuse for a photo shoot. I mean, I'm never going to forgive them for walking over the US veteran graves. I'm not even from the States. I find that disgusting. It was done with a fashion photographer. I speak to people from all around the world all the time. As I said, I've got friends all over the world that are all different races, all different age groups and stuff. And it's Harry and Meghan are universally not liked because they come across as fake people. And for them to be receiving that award, it is coming across, it looks like they paid for it, doesn't it? It looks like, yeah, they partnered up with them and then they received the President's Award. When you look at the previous winners, it doesn't really make sense. But to end the video on a light note, which I found, as most people have, absolutely hysterical. Mardi Gras, New Orleans. I can't wait to go. My husband and I are talking about going there for my 40th birthday, which is next year. It looks absolutely amazing. But Mardi Gras, they had a float and it just sums it all up. It would seem that the good people of New Orleans also believe the couple took a lot of So that's it for me, guys, on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I cheered some of you up. I hope I took some of your minds off the crap that's happening in the world. And I will be back with you very soon to talk about the real royals. So take care for now, guys. Bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers the time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.